Top 10 best action romance anime that broke the internet. Let's begin with number 10, Sword Art Online. Let's address the elephant in the chat room. Sword Art Online is the most divisive anime since pineapple on pizza became a debate. But here's the truth nobody wants to admit. SAO revolutionized virtual reality anime before the metaverse was even a buzzword. Picture this. You log into your brand new game ready to grind some levels and escape reality. Suddenly, you're trapped and death becomes permanent. No respawns, no save points, just you, your sword, and pure survival instinct. That premise alone had millions of viewers questioning their gaming addiction. Enter Asuna, the lightning-fast rapier wielder who proved that best girl doesn't need to be saved. She does the saving. When Kirito and Asuna's relationship evolved from party members to actual partners, it wasn't just relationship goals, it was a masterclass in digital intimacy. Their wedding episode? An entire generation of gamers suddenly understood why people buy virtual cosmetics. Number 9. Attack on Titan romance in Attack on Titan is like finding a flower growing in a graveyard. Rare, unexpected, and somehow more beautiful because of the surrounding darkness. Eren Yeager spent most of the series screaming about freedom and punching his problems, literally, while Mikasa followed him with the devotion of someone who'd gladly fight God for a 5-minute conversation. Their relationship wasn't your typical anime romance with blushing confessions and cherry blossom moments. It was raw, painful, and complicated, like watching someone love a hurricane and hoping it won't destroy them. The internet didn't just break over Attack on Titan, it shattered into a million pieces, with fans dissecting every frame, every word, every loaded glance between characters. That final chapter sparked debates so intense they could fuel a small war. Whether you loved it or hated it, you felt something. And isn't that what great stories do? Number 8. Darling in the Franxx. Darling in the Franxx arrived like a beautiful disaster wrapped in mecha packaging and covered in romantic chaos. This anime asked the important questions. What if we made robots require couples to pilot them? What if we made it metaphorically intimate? And what if we gave everyone trust issues in the process? 02 burst onto the screen like a pink-haired force of nature. Dangerous, damaged, and desperately seeking something real. When she called Hero darling with that sweet yet slightly unhinged energy, the internet collectively lost its mind. Fan art flooded every platform. Cosplayers scrambled for red horns and pink wigs. The phrase darling became a relationship goal and a meme simultaneously. Number 7. Akame ga Kill. Welcome to Akame ga Kill, where the writers sat down and asked how many fan-favourite characters can we kill before viewers develop trust issues. The answer, all of them. This anime doesn't hold your hand. It grabs your hand, makes you care deeply about every character, then yanks that emotional security away with the brutality of a villain's final attack. Tatsumi's journey from innocent country boy to hardened assassin provided the backbone, but Mine's presence gave it heart. Watching their relationship develop felt like watching a flower grow in a minefield, beautiful, precious, and inevitably doomed. Every tender moment between them came with an unspoken timer ticking down. When they finally confessed their feelings, viewers weren't just happy, they were terrified. In the world of Akame ga Kill, love isn't a shield, it's a target painted on your back. The action sequences delivered on every level. Creative weapons, intense choreography, and stakes that actually mattered because anyone could die at any moment. Night Raid's battles weren't just fights. They were desperate struggles where one mistake meant permanent consequences. Number 6, Code Geass Luchvi Britannia, the man who turned chess into warfare and mind control into an art form. Code Geass is what happens when you give a genius teenager godlike powers and unresolved trauma, then watch him try to overthrow an empire while juggling complicated feelings. His relationship with CC transcends typical romance categories. Are they lovers, partners, two broken souls sharing pizza and existential dread? Yes to all of the above. Their dynamic crackles with unspoken understanding. She knows his darkest secrets, he knows her deepest pain, and together they navigate a world where trust is currency and betrayal is inevitable. Every strategy session between them felt like foreplay for intellectuals. CC's dry wit perfectly countered Lelouch's dramatic monologues, creating a partnership that was equal parts emotional support and tactical alliance. When she smiled, really smiled, not that practiced smirk, you knew Lelouch had reached something precious beneath her immortal exterior. The action sequences in Code Geass operated on multiple levels simultaneously. Physical battles with nightmare frames clashing in explosive combat, psychological warfare as Lelouch manipulated entire armies, and emotional confrontations that cut deeper than any weapon. Watching Lelouch orchestrate victories through pure strategy felt like watching a conductor lead a symphony of chaos. Number 5. Guilty Crown. Guilty Crown is visual poetry that forgot to take its antidepressants. Every frame drips with artistry, every song pierces your soul, and every emotional beat lands with surgical precision. Shu's evolution from passive teenager to reluctant leader mirrors his growing connection with Inori, a girl who's more weapon than human, more concept than person, yet somehow becomes the most human character in the story. Their relationship isn't built on typical romantic foundations. It's constructed from desperation, salvation, and the question of what it means to truly see someone beyond their purpose. When Inori sings, reality pauses. Her voice carries the weight of someone who knows her time is borrowed, whose existence serves others before herself. Shu's determination to change that, to give her a real life, drives the entire narrative forward, even when the plot threatens to collapse under its own ambition. Number 4. Your Lie in April. If you're looking for a comfortable viewing experience, keep scrolling. Your Lie in April exists to absolutely wreck you emotionally while making it look beautiful. Kusei's world exists in monochrome until Kaori explodes into his life like a musical firework, chaotic, brilliant, and impossible to ignore. She doesn't just play the violin, she makes it sing, dance, and cry. Under her influence, Kusei rediscovers the piano not as a source of trauma, but as a language for everything words can't express. Number 3. Jujutsu Kaisen. Romance in Jujutsu Kaisen works differently. It's found in the spaces between battles, in the way Yuji fights for strangers with equal devotion, in how Megumi's stoicism cracks when people he cares about are threatened, in Nobara's fierce loyalty disguised as indifference. The real love story? Between the audience and the animation quality. Mappa said, "We're going to ruin every other studio's reputation," and delivered fight sequences so clean, so fluid, so absolutely perfect that watching them feels illegal. But beneath the cursed energy and domain expansions beats genuine heart. Yuji's unwavering kindness in a cruel world, his refusal to let death cheapen life, his desperate attempts to save everyone even as the world insists he can't. That's the romance, not flowers and confessions, but choosing to love humanity even when humanity keeps disappointing you. Number 2, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. Demon Slayer took the anime world by storm, and that's not hyperbole. It literally crashed streaming servers with demand. Tanjiro's love for Nezuko isn't romantic, but it's the purest expression of devotion anime has given us. A brother who would fight demons, gods, and the entire universe to protect his sister's humanity. Every water-breathing technique, every flame pattern, every flash of lightning represents love translated into combat. Tanjiro doesn't fight because he hates demons. He fights because he loves his sister more than he fears death. That distinction makes every battle resonate on a deeper level. Number 1, Chainsaw Man. And here we are. The anime that looked at conventional romance and said, what if we made it absolutely unhinged? Chainsaw Man is chaos incarnate. Denji starts with the simplest dream. Touch a bomb, eat good food, live like a normal teenager. The universe responds by throwing him into a blender of manipulation, trauma, and psychological warfare disguised as affection. Makima isn't just a villain, she's a masterclass in toxicity wrapped in goddess-tier beauty. She weaponizes kindness, turns affection into chains, and makes you question whether Denji ever had a choice, or if he was always just a dog waiting for someone to hold his leash. The internet couldn't decide if they wanted to protect Denji or become Makima. And honestly, both responses are valid. Power brings chaotic gremlin energy that somehow becomes endearing. Her relationship with Denji transcends romance into something more genuine. Found family built on shared trauma and refusing to die alone. When she asks him to find her in her next life, it hits different than any love confession could. And there you have it, fam! 10 action-packed romance stories that made us scream, cry, and question our life choices at 3 a.m. These anime proved that love and violence aren't opposites. They're two sides of the same coin, vulnerability both leaving permanent marks. Which one destroyed your emotional stability the hardest? Drop your answer in the comments. Smash that like button like it personally wronged you, and subscribe for more anime chaos delivered straight to your feed every week. Until next time, stay safe out there, and remember, in anime, falling in love is almost as dangerous as the actual battles.